Hi, welcome. My name is Rose, and in this video, we're gonna unbox some amazing and kind of hard to find Hoya. We went on a little mini holiday for 2 days, and of course, the evening that we left, this box arrived. But luckily, my neighbor got it for us. I hope the Hoyas survived. They came all the way from Sweden, so that's a pretty long way to come. But I mean, it's not import, it's still Europe, so let's see. I never ordered from this seller before. This is adorable. This is a little orchid Hoya clip thingy, like a butterfly. I'm gonna channel my inner Alessia and put it in my hair. So I ordered this from Camilla, who is I hope you can hear me with this ruffling paper. I think she's the current president of the Swedish Hoya Society, and she's not a shop, but she does sell cuttings if she has them. It's packed with a lot of paper. Whoa, that is a big cutting. Whoa. Whoa. Wait. So I ordered 6 Hoyas from her. Let's have a look, because I think she added something in here that I didn't buy. There's a lot of Hoyas in here right now. And this is my #1 wishlist Hoya. Oh! Okay, let's open this up because I'm very confused right now. Careful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what we've got here, they are 3 Hoyas packed together in one little plasticky thing. There's a long tendril in this one. Oh, I'm so excited. Verticulata, she gave me for free. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Camilla. So I'm gonna try and show you. This is Hoya caudata with, as you can see, really, really long leaves, which is why I was excited to try it. I wasn't necessarily drawn to caudatas before, but this one is so big and dark that I am interested in it now. And then this one is the species affinity Erythrina, which I thought had beautiful leaves and veins. And it actually has a super long tendril, so that's awesome. And then the third one that's packed in here is Verticillata FD Wilburgiae GPS 101771, which she gave me as a gift. Thank you so much. I was looking at that one as well. I told her I love big veiny leaved Hoyas. And these have a lot of aerial roots, so I'm excited to grow them. I love that caudata. I never thought I would like it this much. It's beautiful. I'm gonna try and put some close-up footage at the end. We're gonna keep that for last. Wow, wow, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting. Holy shit, holy shit. So these 3, I love these bags actually. I'm gonna reuse the bags. Why am I not taking them apart for you guys? That's much more fun. Hold on. I'm still in holiday mode, so a little bit chaotic. There is some wet tissue paper on the stems. I'm gonna try and take it off very carefully. So caudata is 2 stems, both with 1 leaf, and lots of actually already rooting into the paper aerial roots. I don't know if you can see that, but they're already rooting. So that is awesome. And the leaves are kind of shimmery but dark. Beautiful. Then the Erythrina, 2 big leaves and a long tendril. No roots yet on that part of the stem, but that's okay. They are unrooted cuttings. And the cool Verticulata. Oh, it's already got 1 root as well. So I'm going to be very careful with these stems. That's kind of like a splashier version of my Hoya unknown species that looks like Morillii, but more splashy. I love it. Okay, so the next one, I already showed you shortly. This leaf is so much bigger than I expected. It's as big as my face. I've never had a Hoya leaf as big as my face, and it's so beautiful. Holy shit, this is not what I was expecting. In my head, they were much smaller than this. Let's carefully remove the paper first so I can show you them one by one. Much more practical. You should think that by now I know how to do unboxings, but no. Oh my gosh. Amazing. This is also rooted already a little bit. This is a Griffithii spotted leaf, which I really like because it has that look a little bit, in my opinion, but I can see now why she said it doesn't. But it looks a little bit to me like a Clemensorium. It's got these prehistoric looking leaves and roots already on the stem, rooting into the paper like a good little Hoya. Then this one is the Weimanii one leaf. Yes. But lots of nodes actually. Oh, it's falling over, sorry. There's nodes here and there's a few on the tendril. So that has great potential, and it's already rooting here at the end. And Paul Shirley actually told me that this is a very, very nice Hoya to grow. If an expert actually likes my picks, then they must be good picks. And then this one is the Meredithii IML 1105, which, if you like big-leaved veiny Hoya, I mean, hello. Now I'm pretty sure that the next part, if it's starting to grow for me, hopefully it will root and grow, that the next one will have much smaller leaves in the beginning. This is just stunning. It's a little bit shimmery, it's super veiny, and it has a splash. I am so impressed. And it even has a little root already from the wet tissue paper. Maybe the new method of propagating should be wet tissue paper. It's stunning. This, I never expected this to look like this. My God. Okay, last one, which I kept for last because some of you will recognize this. My fellow Hoya fans. Oh, and it's already growing! Oh, I really, really hope I can grow this. I really hope it. This is Hoya species Borneo Gunung Gading. This is on top of everyone's Hoya wish list, I think. Because it not only is a beautiful, I'll show you in a moment up close, it not only has a beautiful veiny leaf, but it can get super nice and red when it's, how do you say, sun stressed? Why am I forgetting words right now? Interesting. As you can see, it's quite a lot of leaves, and there is a little growth point here that's, this stem is a little bit more new, and I saw somewhere, oh yeah, here. There is already another node that is growing, another eye, I should say, that is growing. This is rooted already. This is fully rooted. Oh Lord, that's making my life so much more easy. Oh wow. I cannot speak. Can I just say, I never thought I would own these because sometimes they're sold for so much money. And I've talked about this before, the more rare, uncommon or hard to get plants are becoming more and more expensive, which is just, I guess, because the demand gets higher. Some people are willing to pay a lot of money for them. So then sellers are like, okay. But luckily Camilla has really good prices. That's why I was able to even make this order because, I mean, that's a lot of very cool plants. So I'm really happy that she's keeping her prices affordable for people like me who don't have that much money right now. Even though it may seem like I do because I'm just getting all these amazing Hoyas. I need to stare at them a little bit longer. Sorry, I'm very confused. The caudatas too, man. They are so pretty. Let's get a little thumbnail action going. Click! Amazing. 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 One day I'm gonna come to Sweden, hang out with all these amazing Hoya queens of knowledge. Oh my gosh, and this one is so beautiful. You know, I really love when leaves have the veins that are kind of standing out. I don't know what you call that, like ribbed in a certain way. I really, really love that. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say anymore. Here they all are potted up. It took a little while to spray them all and pot them up in the correct pots because some of the stems were super long. So I actually potted them up in beer glasses so that the stems can all touch the soil and the little top node touches a little bit of the soil. This was advised to me by Paul Shirley. He said you need to have the node slightly under or just like close to the soil to help it grow. Whoa, lots of traffic. Sorry about the noise. So let's look through them a little bit closer now that I have close-up options. This is a Verticillata FD Will Weibergier GPS 101771. This one also had quite a long stem, so that's why I potted it up in a glass. Obviously, a glass is more risk for getting the soil too wet, so I'm going to keep a close eye on it. And I have the top, I still have to put it down a little bit because the leaves don't want it to sit in the soil. Like, if you're wondering
unboxing
what all the noise is, that's my boyfriend doing his own unboxing, not filming it, but making lots of noise. So this little top part of the plant also touches or is close to the soil and the humidity. The leaves are really beautiful. I actually looked into maybe buying this, but I thought 6 was enough. And then she gave it to me, so that's super nice. Lots of splashiness on the leaves. And I think this might mean that because they clump together a lot of the Verticillata, it might mean that this used to be known as Weibergier. That's what I think. But I learned from Paul that as long as you know this part, the number, then you always know what it used to be. So it can all be Verticillata and it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the first one. Second one is the Griffithii spotted leaf, which has these longer leaves that have these, you know, I don't know what you call that, but like the indentations, and then the veins are a little bit more high. I love that. And then the splash, if you look from another angle, you can see all this splashiness. Can you? Maybe you can. Let's head over here. This is the Weimanii. It actually has only one leaf, but that's okay. And they're quite cardboardy, quite hard, and a little bit ruffly on the edges, just like the one that we'll see in a moment. I really like this one because it has so many nodes, even though it only has one leaf. It's got the node right here, and then this is a node, and then here's one, another one. So there's quite a lot of them. And for now, at least, they still have the baby leaves. So hopefully this will root very quickly, and then it will start to grow those leaves out. If not, this has already started to root, so I might actually pop that into soil, like cut it off somewhere. I did hear from Paul that it works best to propagate with at least one set or one proper leaf on the cutting, a mature one. So we'll see how that goes, if I try that out or if I decide to just leave it like this. Then this one, also very pretty. Ooh, they're still putting water out, so don't mind the mess. This one is the species affinity Erythrina GPS 10143. What I love about this one is the darkness of the leaves, and then the veins that are, again, a little bit more raised. It looks a little bit extra shiny right now because of the neem oil that I sprayed on them, just to be sure. So pretty. I love it. And this one, again, has a very long tendril that goes all the way here. And it has a lot of aerial roots here as well. I am going to put these in some high humidity. I don't know how yet. Normally I pop them in plastic baggies, but these cuttings are just very big to do that with. Then the Hoya caudata. These, she showed me a picture of her hand with the leaf, and I was like, that's the biggest caudata leaf I've ever seen. I need it. I wasn't super impressed before with people talking about these plants because they just looked a little bit ugly to me. No offense to anyone showing them, because I love you guys, but I just thought they were ugly. But now that I have this, it is stunning. Again, it's a little bit shiny from the neem oil. There's a little bit of a splash on it, but mostly it's kind of like a dark, shimmery leaf with a ruffly edge. And I love it. And there are two cuttings in here. One has the one node that's there, and then the other one has a node here and then another one here, which is the perfect setup, at least according to Paul. Two nodes, one in the soil and one at the top. Next one is one I think most people freak out about. Species Borneo Gunung Gading. This one is some kind of veiny Hoya that I've been looking at for a really, really long time. I love that it's a little bit more subtle in the veins than a Calistophylla or a Finlaysonii. It's a little bit more classy almost. Does that make sense? Then here is another leaf. And this one was actually already rooted, which I didn't know. So that's super awesome. And it's got that growth point that I was talking about. Ignore the perlite on my fingers. And I think there was a little leaf here as well that broke off while in transport, but that's okay. This stem also seems quite active, so I hope that I can keep it happy and growing. And then the last one is this, ooh, let's turn it around to do the numbers right. Hoya meredithii, IML, it won't lay flat. IML 1105. This leaf, I mean, you already saw me freak out about it, but this is the most beautiful Hoya leaf I've ever seen in my life. It's very chunky. I hope it will root well because obviously the bigger the leaf, the, in my opinion, maybe this is not true, but I feel like this might be more difficult to root because a lot of energy will go into the leaf. So then it doesn't have as much energy and as much humidity is not the right word, but like, yeah, moisture, I guess. Because a lot of moisture will evaporate by this big leaf and then it can go to creating roots. So this will definitely be in a plastic baggie or something to keep the humidity very high so that the roots hopefully can grow. So obviously I didn't have enough big plastic bags for all those plants and it didn't even fit in the biggest ones that I had. So I made some room in my terrarium and I popped them in there. Just to show you how they are currently sitting, might be interesting. I have them on a heat mat with a little bit of tiles underneath so that the heat mat doesn't sit straight onto the leca because that's bad. I learned that from the last time. Then I have plastic bags so the plants are not sitting directly on them so no water can go through and onto the heat mat. And then they're sitting here chilling together. I haven't seen anything happen just yet. It's only been about a week, I would say, so that's pretty normal. And yeah, over here is Gunungating and Merrill, the meredithii. And here are the other two in glasses, chilling in between my anthuriums. And this has actually become my favorite place to just sit and watch my plants now because it looks so beautiful. All the big new anthurium leaves that have come out, I will make a video about them. That's a regal, that's a metallicum, and then we've got a new melanochrysum leaf here as well, and some clarinerviums, and there's even a tiny little, can we focus on that? Forgetii baby right there, and crystallinum baby. It's doing really well. And it just looks like a magical jungle. In the back there is Pink Princess that is also growing. Oh no, my timer switched off the lights just now, hold on. So yeah, that's how they are living right now, living their best veiny lives in the terrarium where it is always 80 plus humidity. I will just hold these up as we chat for the end of the video so I can stare at them and you can stare at them. That's it for this insane unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We all would really appreciate it. Expect a lot of Hoya spam on my Instagram if you want to check up on these plants, how I pot them up. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Thank you, Meredith. Oh, and I said actually, because I named my Hoya possibly Marillii, I named her Meredith. And I said if I ever get a Hoya meredithii, I will name her Meryl. So by the way, this is Meryl. And she's a queen. Meryl.